How to understand that someone around you secretly hates you. Have you ever been around someone who seems friendly in words, but on an intuitive level, you feel that something doesn't quite add up? Have you ever felt a subtle discomfort, a gut feeling that behind that smile, something dark is lurking? Carl Jung, one of the greatest explorers of the human mind, spoke about the fundamental concept of the shadow. The shadow is the hidden part of ourselves that we deny, but it often manifests in how we treat others. When someone feels hatred, envy, or resentment, they try to hide it, but never completely. The signs are there. They are subtle but undeniable. Today, I will reveal 8 undeniable signs that indicate someone around you harbors hostile feelings, even if they do everything possible to hide them. Be careful, because the 8th sign is the most insidious of all. It might turn your perception of certain people upside down. 1. Sarcasm and contempt disguised as irony. Hidden hostility doesn't always show itself openly. Some people prefer to express it through sarcastic jokes, cutting remarks, or biting irony. They mock things that are sensitive to you, but when you try to call them out, they respond with phrases like, "I was just joking. Don't be so sensitive. You just don't get humor." This is especially insidious because it leaves you feeling uncomfortable while the other person maintains the mask of a harmless joker. In reality, recurring irony on certain topics is a clear sign of hidden contempt. If their jokes always leave you feeling humiliated or diminished, and, most importantly, if they repeatedly target the same topics over time, it's not just humor. It's a sign of suppressed hostility. Jung argued that our personal shadow is projected onto others in subtle and sometimes even unintended ways. When someone constantly uses irony to attack specific aspects of your personality, they are revealing something within themselves that they cannot accept. 2. Subtle sabotage. If someone around you feels threatened by your success or growth, they might try to sabotage you in covert ways. Sabotage is not always obvious or straightforward. Sometimes, it shows up as misdirected advice, distorted information, small mistakes that, when added together, prevent you from achieving your goals. A friend who forgets to tell you important information. A family member who accidentally omits key details. A colleague who mistakenly makes your work more difficult. At first glance, this may seem like innocent carelessness. But if these coincidences always happen at critical moments, you should ask yourself, is it really just an accident? Jung explained that when a person cannot come to terms with their own failures, they may unconsciously project their frustration onto others, holding them back so they don't have to feel worse about themselves. 3. Silent competition. Some people cannot accept your success without feeling the need to outdo you. Every time you achieve something, they immediately try to shift the attention to themselves, downplay your success, or make it seem insignificant. If you share good news, instead of congratulating you, they respond with something like, "Well, I had that too. I even did it better." This unspoken competition often stems from deep insecurities. Jung stated that the projection of the shadow makes people see in others the qualities they cannot develop in themselves. Those who feel inadequate will try to diminish you or compete with you to avoid facing their own self-doubt. 4. Fake kindness. People who secretly dislike you may disguise it as false concern. At first glance, they seem kind, say all the right things, but their words and actions lack sincerity. When you need help, they minimize your problem, make excuses, or find ways to avoid assisting you. But the most telling sign? When you succeed, their enthusiasm feels forced, or is missing altogether. Why does this happen? Jung spoke of ego dissociation, where some people are emotionally disconnected from others. This results in coldness, an inability to genuinely support others, and a subconscious urge to devalue someone else's achievements. At its core, this behavior is rooted in deep internal conflicts. Some people can't accept their own failures, so your success irritates them. Some envy you but can't even admit it to themselves. Some see in you a reflection of who they wish they could be, but failed to become. Such people fear showing genuine support because it would mean acknowledging that you have achieved something they haven't. Those who truly support you will never make your victory feel unimportant. Those who secretly envy or despise you will always find a way to downplay your success. Surround yourself with those who genuinely support you, not those who smile to your face but rejoice in your failures behind your back. 5. Control. Some people try to control your life under the guise of caring for you. They claim they want the best for you, but in reality, their motives are quite different. They criticize every decision you make, making you doubt yourself. They undermine your confidence while pretending to offer good advice. They question your ability to make choices, making you feel dependent on their opinions. Why do they do this? Carl Jung stated that the need to control others comes from a fear of inner chaos. When a person cannot manage their own emotions, they seek to control other people's lives to avoid confronting their own instability. This means that those who try to subdue you to their will are actually afraid of losing control over themselves. Control disguised as care is a form of manipulation that destroys your independence and self-confidence. Remember, true care doesn't make you dependent, it empowers you to walk your own path. True support doesn't suppress you, it helps you grow. Those who truly love you don't try to control your life. You have the right to be the master of your own destiny. Don't let anyone take that power away from you. 6. Gossip and criticism. If someone harbors negative feelings toward you, they won't tell you directly. Instead, they'll talk about you behind your back, spreading gossip, rumors, and criticism to undermine your reputation and make your life harder. Why do people gossip? They envy you, your success reminds them of their own failures. They feel weak, so they try to put you down to feel superior. They fear you, so they want to ruin your reputation before you become even stronger. Carl Jung stated that those who spread negativity about others are actually projecting their own weaknesses. In other words, they're not revealing the truth about you, they're exposing their own nature. How to protect yourself from gossip and criticism. Don't react emotionally. Gossipers feed off your response. The best way to handle them is to ignore them or respond with cold indifference. Only confide in people you trust. Don't share personal information with those who might use it against you. Act, don't justify yourself. Rumors only persist when people don't have counterexamples. Recognize hidden envy. If someone constantly speaks badly about others, they will eventually speak badly about you too. Don't let their words affect your self-worth. People don't talk about those who don't matter to them. Gossip and criticism are weapons of weak people who cannot confront you directly. Remember, true friends talk to you, not about you. Strong people discuss ideas, weak people discuss other people. 7. Resentment toward your success. People who truly care about you are genuinely happy for your success. They take pride in your achievements, support you, and inspire you to reach even greater heights. But if someone secretly envies you, they won't be able to hide their irritation. How does this manifest? Cold or distant reactions. They don't want to show their jealousy, but they also can't sincerely celebrate with you. Sarcasm and passive aggression. Their comments sound like jokes, but there's irritation and resentment behind them. Attempts to downplay your success. They try to make it seem like luck or something insignificant. Competition instead of support. Instead of being happy for you, they try to outshine you. Open irritation and distancing. Some even start avoiding you when things are going well for you. Life is too short to waste on those who can't be happy for you. Remember, those who truly care about you will be proud of your achievements. Those who resent your success were never truly on your side. 8. Nonverbal signals. Negative emotions always find a way to show up in body language, even when someone tries to hide them. We may not hear harsh words or see open aggression, but the body always reveals true feelings. As Jung said, the body and the unconscious never lie. No matter how hard someone tries to conceal their hostility, their body betrays them. Subtle microexpressions, tight lips, barely noticeable eye rolls, sudden stiff movements, give away irritation. Avoiding eye contact, crossed arms, or a sudden change in tone can signal hidden resentment. A fake smile is easy to spot, it doesn't reach the eyes. Another important clue is a reaction delay. If someone pauses before responding to your success, they're likely suppressing their real emotions. Unlike words, the body cannot lie, so trust not only what you hear but also what you see. How to protect yourself from people who hide their hostility. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, don't ignore that feeling. Observe their behavior in different situations. Sincerity is always visible, and irritation is hard to hide. Limit contact with those who pretend to like you. Don't try to expose them. The best way to neutralize a hypocrite is to ignore them and keep moving forward. Words can lie, but the body speaks the truth. If you have to guess whether someone truly likes you, you already know the answer. How to protect yourself from hidden hostility. Now that you recognize 8 undeniable signs of hidden hostility, it's important to understand how to protect yourself from such people and their influence. 1. Trust your intuition. If you feel discomfort around someone, don't ignore that feeling, it's often your subconscious picking up on subtle cues before your mind does. 2. Set boundaries. Clearly state what is unacceptable to you. If certain jokes, comments, or behaviors make you uncomfortable, don't hesitate to call them out. 3. Don't play their game. Don't compete with them. Don't seek their approval. Don't justify yourself. 4. Limit communication. If someone consistently undermines you, reduce your interactions with them as much as possible. 5. Pay attention to actions, not words. People may say they're your friends, but their behavior speaks louder than their words. 6. Strengthen your self-esteem. The stronger your confidence, the less power these people have over you. Their negativity only affects those who doubt themselves. 7. Build a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who white heavy checkmark genuinely celebrate your success. White heavy checkmark support you without hidden agendas. White heavy checkmark respect your boundaries and uplift you. Final thought. Your success, your happiness, and your life should never depend on someone else's approval. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your worth without competition or resentment.